done. As I'm now unemployed, it was possible to, I have the time. And
has your emotional state changed? I mean, is it something that you've maybe put on the back burner until now, and just now you've started to think about it?
No, my emotional state has been the same, but I buried it.
Right.
You can't live if every day you feel like not living. So I worked. But as soon as I'm not working and I need to make arrangements to start living the rest part of my life, I went to make arrangements to get a reconstruction done, and I found out that this is really not possible. And I think under the, talking about several years and 5 years, it has no relevance to my life.
How much would a reconstruction mean to you? How would it change your life?
I believe at present, I know I can't make any meaningful contact with any men at all because I can't flirt. If you can't flirt, you can't have any contact with men. So it means I live in isolation.
Is there any way that you can hurry the procedure? I mean, a five-year waiting list is a long time, obviously. You're in the public system. Can you move it along? Can you say, look, this is my emotional state, it's affecting me?
I've been to the Breast Council cancer psychologist, and I've seen her for 12 hours of visits, and she's now written a letter to say that she feels that maybe it would assist me. But I think I need to take some action for myself. I'm not happy having it in somebody else's hands.
Give us an idea of your emotional state at the moment. How do you feel about yourself?
My working capacity, I'm a fantastic worker. I'm competent and capable in every field that I try and work. But the rest of for my own happiness, my ability to live a happy part of my life, to enjoy life, that doesn't exist.
So what you're going to do is go on the streets and target places like Parliament House and expose where your right breast used to be. I understand you've been given some fairly unconventional advice that might be okay under your circumstances.
I went to the police department here locally in Rockingham, and I spoke to one sergeant who said he thought it might be difficult to charge me because I don't have a breast. I can't expose it. And the begging comes under a different act. It comes under a local act, and that may not be possible to charge me as long as I'm prepared to ask. But the prosecuting police sergeant, which I did, but he hasn't called me back yet.
Well, it's a fairly drastic step. You're obviously desperate. I hope you get some help with this.
In the corridor, when he stepped out, the lift was there, go bang up, straight to his study, straight to the bedroom.
Oh.
I work here.
Oh,
At times I sleep there the whole night, and William gets upset, of course. And Dawn, this is Yahoo, the finished book.
Ah, this is only hot off the presses.
That's right, the first 10
Rose's
copies.
Way to a Man's Heart.
That's right.
So lots of stories in here about...
Oh, a lot of stories.
You're right.
It flows through.
So not just recipes?
No, a peek into my private life.
Ah. Well, obviously, your life story is a very long and complex one.
Mm-hmm. It's a long and winding road with a lot of detours.
Your first husband was very cruel to you, though, wasn't he?
Yes, in a way he was. The first time my husband hit me, I used to cry, and I don't mean first time, the first times. And I mean, really a lot of times. And one day I found myself sitting on top of the stairs. I'll never forget, with a white robe, and the blood was spilling here, and he had hit me with a 45 at the back of my neck.
A gun?
A gun, and a 45 caliber. And the blood was spilling down, and I was shaking, and I didn't know where to go. It was just the nanny who brought me to the hospital, and it was 1 little centimeter or millimeter off from death. I left with nothing. I was dumped into the streets with a year and a 14-month-old baby.
Goodness.
Nothing. I probably had the equivalent of 50 cents in my pocket. And I can relate with other people's problems in New Idea. I answer them myself, as you know, and I know how it feels to be like that.
This is Rose's rose garden.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is a house with bulldoze.
Yeah.
And I just did the roses here. 550 to 600 variety of roses.
Oh, that's very
From
wonderful.
purple to white to almost black, everything. And they're all fragrant. And I really took 1 week to choose all the roses.
Gee whiz.
And I always love the conifers because they're uniform. I want everything classic, line,
yeah.
symmetrical.
Yes, so and you trim them all?
Not myself.
No, but
Trev does.
Trevor does them all.
He did it one time with a phallic symbol, and I told him, chop it off.
The maintenance on this must cost a lot each year.
It's about $250,000 every year.
Just for maintenance, $250,000.
Yes, for the whole house. Because we paint out. Willie doesn't want...
Oh, you're going to get wet, aren't
No,
you?
it's okay. Willie doesn't want anything going off. Everything has to be painted. The house is painted every year.
And this is Trevor's tree.
That's Trevor's tree.
What sort of a tree is it?
And now I've forgotten the name. With so many.
So we'll ask Trevor.
Trevor, I know you don't want to go out on camera, and you look very, very what today. But Trevor, what kind of tree? Just a jack.
It's a jacaranda.
Yeah, that's right.
Planted
Jacaranda.
5-6 weeks ago.
Tell you what, you're good with the soil. Nice to meet you, Trev.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
This is
pretty good soil.
This is my bitchy nanny.
Your bitchy nanny.
Mm-hmm. He's the only one who can tell me off.
Do you tell her off?
I'd like to now.
When did you get to Australia?
I arrived in Australia exactly on April 2, midnight, 1983. The wife of Lang, a second wife of Lang, Hope, died on April 1, and on exactly April 21st, I met Lang Hancock as the housekeeper.
You've had some problems with Lang's daughter, Gina, from the previous marriage.
Yes, I don't think she would ever begin to understand ever in her life that the father needed a wife to make him happy, and it just happened to be me. It could have been somebody else. She still wouldn't have liked it.
It's ironic that she selected you and that you then went on
Exactly. And the rest is history, of course. She must be biting herself for that.
Well, I've got to say, at the front here, it almost looks like Gone with the Wind or something.
No,
Tara.
it's not. I actually saw Tara, and it's very different, and it's quite small.
The rumour is it cost something like about $30 million or something.
Well, with everything inside it, that would amount to all that, yes.
It's a lot
I
of
mean, I'll
money.
be honest about it. It is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money for a house.
Yes. I mean, the love I have for Pridamore, nobody could ever have that. You always have love as a prize, and then you pay for it with a high price. And I always say it's Pridamore.
I suppose it's true.
Now,
Right.
isn't it nice? Before, when I was down and out, I never realized how much blessings I had. And now I can stand here and look at it and say, Rose, you are such a lucky girl. You are so blessed. And for whatever it is, I don't know, there's still somebody up there every night really just says, say your night prayers, my dear. And I say, thank you, God. Thank you for everything.
So this is the way to a man's heart?
Partly, not completely. After the food, something's got to go with it. Little TLC, but this is practically the way to a man's heart. I believe in it. This is what I call my al dente chop suey. I invented it myself. As you know, we're offering a competition for all people who buy the book, and they're going to be raffled, and the winner gets a chance to be flown from whatever point, a couple, to Pridamore, and they'll be picked up in a Bentley,
So they come here and what, stay here?
Stay here overnight.
So let me understand, see if I've got all this right. So if they buy the book on presumably whatever the phone number is,
Yes.
then they get in a draw. The winner gets flown from wherever they are in Australia to Perth. Your people will pick them up in the Bentley at the airport, bring them here. They stay overnight with you. You feed them, look after them.
Oh, yes.
Put them up here. Gee, that's not bad.
The best food, the best wine.
For one lucky couple.
Yes, that's right.
To get to share a day in the life of...
Rose.
Rose.
Yeah, the simple Rose, the kitchen Rose.
And you're having plenty of fun these days?
Oh, my husband is a wonderful man. See, a lot of people have asked me, and you're going to ask me, they say, is William gay? No, he's not gay. Can you imagine me, a woman of substance, marrying a gay person? No way. 2, is the marriage by arrangement? Somebody asked me. Was it prearranged? No. It's all in the book. Find out about it.
What keeps Rose's skin so youthful? Well, she bathes in 2 pails of cow's milk once a week and then has her skin massaged with extra virgin olive oil.
I thought these things could go anywhere.
You know what we need?
Yeah, a Jeep. Like one of those. Now you can buy a Jeep Wrangler with no deposit and no repayments for 6 months. And get automatic for the same price as a manual.
Well, this proves one thing. What's that?
Intelligent life does exist on this planet.
How can you tell who's calling before you answer?
Uncle Brad.
Easy.
Hi, Uncle Brad.
When Telstra introduced Easy Call calling number display in December, the number of the incoming call will be displayed. And it's also easy to keep your number to yourself.
Hello?
Hi, is Nick there?
Yes. It's Max.
How'd you do that? Easy.
Cal Barry, the jewel of the Midwest. After 33 years in real estate, I've never seen a development as unique as Port Cal Barry. Now, for the first time ever, own your own 2.5-acre piece of heaven. All lots have magnificent views and are only minutes from the town. This release of freehold land can never be repeated. For more information, contact Robert Elliott Real Estate and Ray White Geraldton. Port Cal Barry, an investment too good to miss.
Whatever your choice, Souths offer the latest in furniture designs and colours. Marble dining and matching buffet, modern pastel tones in leather lounges, limed oak cabinets, or classic designs in recycled teak, dining suite, dresser, TV and hi-fi cabinets, sofas in practical colours for today's living, to the brighter colours just released for summer, enhanced by natural timber tones in dining suites, cabinets and entertaining units. Call into Souths as soon as you can.
Pendray Agencies Bustleton are knee-deep in spring specials. 40 kilos Cresco lawn fertiliser, $21. 20 kilo bags of Meaty Bites, $28. 40 kilos of Cresco garden fertiliser, $24. 30 litre Rich Grow manure, $4, and potting mix, $3.80. 40 kilo bags of Dynamic Lifter, $15, and 10 kilo bags of Easy Wet granulated soil wetter, $16. For all your garden and rural supplies, see Bob, Jock or Neil at Pendray Agencies, Bustleton's one-stop super shop.
The exciting Chrysler Neon is amazing value. Standard features include a powerful 2-litre engine, dual airbags, air conditioning and automatic transmission. All for just $24,880, drive away.
Well, you're watching Burke's Backyard, and we always treasure the letters that people send into us, and this is an absolute beauty. Do you believe in creatures from other planets? Well, have a look at this. Actually, it's not the face of an alien. That's, in fact, a tomato that was produced by Adrian Lambert. But it's an absolute beauty, isn't it? Now, it looks like to me like he's actually marked the mouth and perhaps the nose in himself, but the eyes and the head shape seem to be quite natural. Isn't that a bizarre-looking thing? Now, it's time to plant your tomatoes right now. And don't forget, we have the Burke's Backyard tomato available right around Australia at the moment. You can buy it either in packets of seed from Yates, or your local nursery should have the young seedling plants well grown as well. Now, for what it's worth, that particular variety, the reason we decided to put it out for everybody is that it was independently tested without our knowledge or even permission for that matter, and was voted as the best tasting tomato in Australia. What we've done since then is we've tested the plant for its vigour, and Ron Bray, who is a commercial tomato researcher, tested our variety against all of the major varieties of tomatoes that are available, including things like Gros Lissi and others, and it was found to be every bit as vigorous and as disease resistant as the best varieties available on the market. But the key thing about it is, and if you grow it for yourself, you'll soon find out, it has the best flavour of any tomato just about you've ever eaten in your life. So it is available right now. Don't forget, when you buy it, you'll need a little bit of tomato dust. There are a few pests and things that give tomatoes a bit of a hurry up, and perhaps some fertiliser, something like Grow Plus or something like that, should get them absolutely roaring away. Now, do you want more information on the Burke's Backyard tomato or anything else from tonight's show? If you do, as always, you can write into Burke's Backyard for a fact sheet. All you got to do is mark on the back of your envelope the segment you're interested in and address it to Burke's Backyard, P.O. Box 929 Willoughby, New South Wales 2068. And don't forget to include a business-sized, stamped, self-addressed envelope. Now, on next week's show, we'll be looking at some of the very best flowering bulbs, all the daffodils and everything else, all of that in the Dandenongs near Melbourne. Jim Pike will introduce you all to a
has been shattered by the discovery of half a dozen bodies riddled with bullet holes in the God-man's inner sanctum. His followers say there was a power struggle over money which ended in murder.
This is a very serious thing to have happened inside a holy place.
It's because in every flock of sheep, there is bound to be some sheep which are black. There must be people who go there with the hope of laying hands on the enormous amounts of monies which are coming in.
So you think it was somebody trying to pickpocket Sai Baba rather than Sai Baba trying to pick pockets?
Sai Baba doesn't pick anybody's pockets as far as I can see. People voluntarily contribute money.
For Sai Baba, that money has built an empire, brought a worldwide following, and given him enormous influence at home.
Some of the things which are done there are done badly. People are stealing money, fighting each other, killing each other, depriving a poor fellow of his kidney. You can make a whole list of it. This is not special to Sai Baba.
All over India, the God-men and God-women are laughing all the way to the bank. They've got hundreds of millions of potential customers willing to hand over their meagre savings to anyone who promises a miracle. You think you could grow hair on that man's head there?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You can work a miracle?
Yeah.
In this land of mysticism and superstition, it'll take a miracle, a real one, before anything really changes.
Coming soon, a very special movie premiere. Andy Garcia and Meg Ryan. When a Man Loves a Woman. Coming soon.
Which car performs so well on the road, it's gone on to perform even better off the road? Which car is so well balanced and reliable to drive around town, it's being driven to extremes around the world? What rally-based production car is available from $17,990 drive away? If you're looking for an answer, you're looking for a Lancer.
Imagine all this destroyed by fire, hail, livestock or chemical overspray. A very real possibility. But with the Wesfarmers Federation Early Bird Policy, your crop is covered from the moment it appears, right through to delivery. And with WFI, you get full cover without the need for a provisional yield. Why not call your local Wesfarmers Federation representative and cover your crop from seedling to silo?
41 young men dead. 12 young women dead. One killer. The heroin on Perth streets right now is twice as pure and twice as deadly. If you or someone close to you has a drug problem, or you want to stop those dealing in death, phone this number now. You don't even have to give your name.
Have you discovered Bunbury's Homemaker Centre? You'll find everything to enhance the character of a room and make life more comfortable. Excellent decorative ideas to create a home that you'll love to relax in, and outdoor areas made for entertaining. The ultimate range in floor coverings and insulation. Perfect window treatments to add the finishing touch. The best advice on reticulation. Great meals for the family to enjoy, and you'll be amazed at the prices. Explore the Homemaker Centre soon. Blair Street, Bunbury.
Customers say this is the best curtain buy in town. Free curtain making on any thermaline fabric. With free curtain making, this curtain $95. This curtain $78. Tuscany look $117. Free curtain making at Textile Traders now.
Every year, we Australians spend $500 million trying to lose weight. Americans top that easily. They spend more than $30 billion. The weight loss industry is big, big time. But from California, the home of extraordinary causes, we bring you news of an organisation that's trying to break down all the stereotypes about largish people. NAFA, it's called, the National Association for the Advancement of Fat Acceptance. NAFA girls see themselves as curvaceous, big, in some cases very big, and beautiful. Not perhaps what the Beach Boys had in mind when they sang, "I wish they all could be California girls." But then, how times change. Saturday night in LA. If you want a big night out, then there's only one place to be. The Big Difference, where the girls not only outnumber the boys, but they outweigh them as well.
It doesn't matter what size and shape you are, but you need to live life to the fullest, to really enjoy yourself.
In a nation where it seems everyone wants to lose weight, the big difference is that here, people no longer care. Pamela Lynn is the owner of the club. She doesn't mind at all if I tell her weight. 450 pounds, that's about 204 kilos, and she's not planning to lose even an ounce of it.
I'm single and definitely available, and you know, any good-looking man out there who'd like to meet a big, beautiful woman who's confident about herself, yeah, I'd definitely like to meet someone.
These days, Fat America is throwing its weight around. Sally Smith is the executive director of NAFA, the National Association for the Advancement of Fat Acceptance. Discriminate against a fat person and Sally will sue.
Yeah.
Discrimination against fat people is really rampant. We're not hired as often as thinner people. We're not promoted as often. Sometimes we're even fired just because we're fat.
Nice big park bench and made of steel. Do you lobby for things like this?
No, but we sure appreciate it when, when we find it.
Beefy America has many beefs. Cinema seats are too small. Restaurant seating is only for lightweights. And that's just the beginning.
Fat people have gotten kicked out of buses. Fat people have been dragged off of airplanes. I think that transportation is certainly an area where we really need to have an impact, and where I think we are having an impact.
In the air, it may be as much a nightmare for the fellow travellers as it is for the big passenger.
There have been a number of times, every flight I take, where I can see people walking towards me hoping, oh my God, I hope I don't have to sit next to her. And then this look of relief on their face.
I sink. I sink pretty well, but
I always laugh because I'm making it big, the big difference, in the thin capital of the world. I'm in LA, I'm in Hollywood.
You girls get together socially a lot?
Yeah.
LA lunches are abstemious affairs. Even with the defiantly overweight, it seems to be all salad and mineral water. Members of NAFA and Big Difference Party girls, my companions all deny that they eat too much, believe it or not.
This is perfect.
We each have a weight that normally we will rest at, a set point, so to speak. And what happens is that people mess up their set point range by a number of things, most notably the dieting process. The more we diet, the fatter we become.
I've always suspected this, the more we lose, the more we get back.
Absolutely. This is a ratchet effect. We lose 10 pounds, we gain 20. We lose 20 pounds, we gain 30. And so someone my size has actually dieted their way up to their current weight.
You don't like anything that you can recognise?
All of the NAFA girls report the same thing. A long and sorry history of dieting regimes that just didn't work.
There's a myth too that you can be a vegetarian.
It's a Californian solution. If you can't change the way you are, change the way you think.
One thing that I learned from NAFA is that fat is not a four-letter word. It's a description, like short or tall or thin or big or little. And before that, fat had very bad connotations. It cut like a knife. But now all of the venom is taken out of the word because it's just a description.
I've been at both sides of the spectrum. I've been 103 pounds and I've been 719 pounds. Now that's quite a spread. But at 103, I felt no thinner than I do now. And it's because of the way I was brought up. To really, you know, like, nothing, you have to keep working in that belly. Nothing's good enough. You know, never be thin enough.
Debbie Perkins has moved far beyond self-acceptance. She's turned fat into an advantage. She's become America's best-known fat model, a postcard and calendar girl.
I'm not afraid to get out there and say that I feel confident in myself, and this is the way I've chosen to do it.
Lisa Brownstein models too, in a magazine aimed at a large market. But not all fat people approve.
It upsets me that my pictures in this magazine are socially unacceptable, but that a thin woman can be naked in Playboy, and that's fine. That upsets me a lot.
On the other hand, there's a case of Lisa Ross, who was prepared to go to any extreme to lose weight.
You know, that's every woman's thing. They want to be thin. And it was a guaranteed fix.
She's America's best-known weight loss disaster. The story of Lisa's stomach surgery became a cause célèbre for the fat lobby. Here was a young woman, by no means grossly overweight, submitting herself to a radical quick-fix operation that she now says has ruined her life.
It's truly miserable.
Really?
When I eat, I get sick. It's like a dumping syndrome. Always tired. Lost of concentration. Just a lot of different problems. It's truly miserable.
Every year, 20,000 Americans submit themselves to stomach reduction surgery for the purpose of losing weight. Lisa's stomach was reduced to a small pouch, large enough only to process a mouthful of food at a time.
I don't eat meals anymore. I nibble all day.
Very small amounts?
Very small amounts.
What, a mouthful at a time?
My mouthful's different than your mouthful. Very small amounts.
Many of these weight loss procedures, like Lisa's operation, are medically controversial and end in disaster. Often it's Dr. Ed Livingston at UCLA's School of Medicine who has to pick up the pieces.
What did she look like when you saw her?
Well, she looked like she walked out of a concentration camp. Not just in her appearance, but she was very, very ill.
Can you undo this thing?
You can undo them, but it's problematic because the stomach is not a very forgiving organ. And once you've operated on it, its function is always different, so...
If I could turn back time, I would have never done this.
Even if you'd remained as you felt you were, fat, you would have been happy.
I was happy.
Fat and happy.
I was fat and happy.
But in going to that other extreme, are the girls in The Big Difference also putting their lives at risk? They play hard, they are strong and assertive, and there's no doubting their self-esteem. But although this might be a merry life, medical opinion warns that it's also a short one. Dr. Livingston says these girls should go on a diet.
They won't get old if they continue at these really high weights. They're headed for a lot of trouble medically. They get high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis. They develop a lot of problems. So it's not a good thing to say, this is okay. It's okay to be this heavy, because it's really not. It's a problem that needs to be dealt with.
The medical doctors make money by keeping us on the edge. When you think of it, it's billions of dollars to have weight loss surgeries, diet drugs, diet pills. To be honest with you, I'm probably healthier by not going on the yo-yo dieting, trying to go up and down in my weight, than if, and as I do, maintain a weight.
Ladies, speed it up.
Clearly, these women aren't the sort who give up easily. They're all what's known as A-type personalities, all of them highly competitive, all of them successful in their chosen fields. Indeed, the only thing these girls aren't good at, the only thing they can't do, is lose weight.
It's a vicious cycle because, you think you're going to make it, you think you're going to lose all, and you're going to be twiggy, and, and reality is you lose it for a little bit and then you gain it back.
So there isn't a Twiggy in you trying to get out?
I don't think so. There's a couple Twiggies in me, and we're all having fun.
On A Current Affair, Australia's TV ratings genius.
Yo, how?
The lightest touch behind our most watched shows.
Something magical in the mix.
Blue Heelers, Water Rats, they just keep coming.
A good drama, which is life with the boring bits cut out.
His special formula for making your family and the world switch on.
You could count the people watching Water Rats in the hundreds of millions.
Plus the big banks and the crazy charges.
Fees have been going up, the service has been going down.
Why the experts say you'd be better off to take the money and run.
You're better off keeping your money under your bed.
Listen presents A Current Affair.
Soon, Telstra will be calling for shareholders. This is your first chance to invest in Telstra, one of Australia's largest companies, with revenue of over $15 billion in 1995-96. To obtain shares, you should reserve a public offer document by by phoning free call 1-800-181818. And if you do this before September 12, you will be entitled to a guaranteed allocation of shares. The Telstra share offer, it's for you.
Your local BP distributor sure can create a lot of attention. With a full range of quality products and an unconditional fuel system guarantee. You'll appreciate the difference with BP. Any wonder we're creating such a following? BP, we keep you moving.
With 12 weeks protection, Fleece Care's a real hit on blowfly. Fleece Care, for lice, for fly, for good.
Talk about taste with this week's specials from DBC. Superb grain-fed yearling T-bone steak, just $7.99 a kilo. Sensational savings with DBC New Season lamb legs, a low $4.99 a kilo. They'll stay home for tea with DBC New Season's lamb loin chops, only $5.99 a kilo. And talk about taste with New Season's DBC lamb cutlets, just $3.99 a kilo. It's easy for me.
To obtain shares in Telstra, you should reserve a public offer document by phoning free call 1-800-181818. And if you do this before September 12, you will be entitled to a guaranteed allocation of shares. The Telstra share offer, it's for you.
A collision course.
Really or something?
His wife, his daughter, and his lover. For the first time on television.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Sharon Stone.
Don't you touch me!
Richard Gere. Intersection. Next.
In our last program, we reported that every week, 8 young Australians deliberately end their own lives. That fact angered many viewers, and our story provoked many emotions: sadness, compassion, and hope.
They called in and they just told me that they had bad news that my daughter was dead.
Richard Carlton's story focused on 3 families, all of them shattered by loss, confused about the reasons why.
Didn't matter how many times I told him I loved him and how much it was going to hurt and hurt everybody else, he still did it.
It is hard to understand how such happy, normal children could lose their sense of self-worth and feel life has nothing to offer them. Life has plenty to offer, but it's also what you make of it. And this. Finally, someone has noticed us reaching out for help. Each day we face enormous pressures from our peers, our parents, schools and careers. Isn't it obvious why we're so unhappy? Our story was set on the central coast of New South Wales, where the youth suicide rate is alarmingly high. 3 days ago, the state government announced a $150,000 plan to help curb the problem. But teenagers on the coast have their own theories on why kids are killing themselves.
Nothing to do.
And it's just boring.
The Central Coast is a great place for children. We have it all. How would these so-called bored kids survive if they had to live somewhere out west? And if these kids are so bored, take them around one of the children's cancer wards. Those little ones would give anything for a chance to live. And finally, let's tackle the real issues. Let's provide resources for services and shake up those who are not doing their jobs. We should also build confidence in the community that something positive is being done to offer hope for the future of our youth. The magic of Evelyn Glennie, the deaf musician who's wowing audiences around the world. A number of letter writers saw a connection between her story and the one on teenage suicide. What a contrast. It's a pity teenagers today don't take a leaf from Evelyn's book. Then they would realise how beautiful life can be. That's your say for this week, and that's our show. We'll be back next week with another edition of 60 Minutes. I'm Liz Hayes. See you then.
This program proudly brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors Australia.
It's the first coming of Ace Ventura.
Hi.
Pet detective extraordinaire. Jim Carrey with Courtney Cox.
Oh, righty.
In the must-see comedy hit, coming soon to GWN. Good evening. Welcome to your Sunday night movie. Tonight, Toyota presents the movie premiere, Intersection.
The following program is classified M. GWN recommends viewing by mature audiences. It contains strong coarse language and sex scenes.
Grab this future, pal. Whatever you're gonna do, do it.
What went on behind closed doors? What was it
Dash?
that led to his death?
There was nothing innocent about my father. He was spying on my son.
No one wants to talk about it.
Was one of you blackmailing Burke?
Everyone has something to hide.
You were at the house.
I think we've got a man sitting right here.
A murder mystery like no other.
Hey!
And will Adam win his job back?
What sort of a town are you running here, Sergeant?
Blue Healers, Tuesday on GWN.
Soon, Telstra will be calling for shareholders. To obtain shares, you should reserve a public offer document by phoning free call 1800 181818. And if you do this before September 12, you will be entitled to a guaranteed allocation of shares. But you must phone before September 12. The Telstra share offer. It's for you.
This is my new Westinghouse Freestyle fridge. It has separate temperature zones to suit different types of food. So with my Westinghouse, I can be sure there's a place for everything. Isn't that right, Tabby?
You can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
Which would you rather have your car insured for? Its market value or its agreed value? At SGIO, we give you the choice.
Announcing an offer of exceptional value. The new Falcon Sapphire with $3,500 of added value free, including alloy wheels, air conditioning, passenger side airbag, flawless metallic paint, and sapphire pinstriping. The new Falcon Sapphire. $3,500 of added value that's yours for the taking. That's the spirit.
Rainbow Homes now invites you to inspect their exciting selection of housing designs. This multi-award-winning company builds upon established excellence, incorporating both Rainbow cabinets, their frames and trusses plant, and now Albany's first ever building display centre, all under the one roof. Rainbow Homes provides a complete building service from inception to completion with total flexibility to client needs. Backed by over 50 qualified local tradespeople, Rainbow Homes is proud to be locally owned and operated.
To obtain shares in Telstra, you should reserve a public offer document by phoning free call 1800 181818. And if you do this before September 12, you will be entitled to a guaranteed allocation of shares. The Telstra share offer. It's for you.
Dad,
Yeah.
will you come to the island with me for Easter?
Get in, we'll talk about it.
"50 years ago, a bizarre murder rocked this quiet town.
He's taken our home.
A community where everyone knows everyone.
And he's taken our mother.
Now, locals fear it's happening again.
It's just baffling, this.
And the killer could be one of their very own. Plus, they came from Scotland seeking a better life, only to have their young daughter vanish.
We don't know what's happened to Sarah.
But where clues lie, so does hope.
You wouldn't be a mother if you gave up.
Help solve a great Australian mystery, Monday on Australia's Most Wanted.
Have fun, pet. Maybe it's over too late. Got a long drive back. Hey.
Losing your license can seriously cramp your style on a Saturday night. The quickest way to lose it is to speed.
If this is the Great Oz reading room, and this is the Great Oz spin dryer, then this must be the Great Oz dream. No wonder they call this the lucky country.
How do you improve a car that has already won 2 Car of the Year awards? You make it simply exhilarating. You make it simply breathtaking. You make it a joy to drive. Introducing the all-new, fully imported Mazda 626. It's simply better.
Fisher-Price knows how to help your child start playing the game of life. Little people. Young imaginations soar when you open up their world like never before with Little People from Fisher-Price.
It's over.
It serves me right for buying that 12-pack of condoms.
Or is it?
You have to give your divorce another chance.
And at last,
we're fashioning a very long poking device.
your very first look at Ugly Naked Guy. Friends, Tuesday on GWN.
Need freight delivered to the country overnight? Then this is the name to remember. Night Road Express. Our purpose-built depot has the most up-to-date freight handling systems. Just call before 5:30 p.m. and we'll deliver to any of 350 country locations by 9 a.m. the next working day. Guaranteed. On time, on budget. Call Night Road Express on 360-8888 because Night Road is delivering the goods.
RAC's agreed value insurance means if your car's written off, we pay the full sum insured. Trust your car to the experts. Get the drop on sheep lice with the long-term protection of Fleece Care. For lice, for fly, for good.
Maybe it's because each kernel of corn is ripened by 120 days of sunshine. Or it could be all those crunchy golden flakes drenched in ice-cold milk. But surely it's the simple, refreshing taste that makes so many Australians start their day with Kellogg's cornflakes.
WA's biggest country Mitsubishi dealer, Northside Mitsubishi, are delivering red-hot deals. The sporting Lancer Coupe, only $17,990, drive away, no more to pay. Lancer four-door sedan, only $19,990, drive away, no more to pay. The Zeppi Economical Mirage, only $15,490, drive away, no more to pay. And Magna Executive, from a low $27,250, drive away, no more to pay. There's the proof. For a deal bigger than Dog Rock, rush into Northside Mitsubishi.
Meet the state's farming community at the 25th Annual Newdigate Machinery Field Days, Wednesday and Thursday, September 3rd and 4th. One of the major events on the agricultural calendar, the field days have grown every year and 97 is no exception. Displays feature heavy and light industry, invention, stock and family interest. Enjoy a fashion parade, meet Duper Dog, or enter the art competition and share in $3,000 prize money. It's 2 days of fun and excitement. The 25th Annual Newdigate Machinery Field Days, September 3rd and 4th.
Coming soon, the television premiere of the Aussie comedy that took on the world. Terence Stamp, Hugo Weaving and Guy Pearce. The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Coming soon.
My turn, my turn. I'll tell you the truth. When she first showed up with him, I was not convinced. Oh. Far from it. An art student? God help us.
On A Current Affair, Australia's TV ratings genius.
Yo, how?
The Midas touch behind our most watched show.
Something magical in the mix.
Blue healers, water rats, they just keep coming.
A good drama, which is life with the boring bits cut out.
His special formula for making your family and the world switch on.
You could count the people watching water rats in the hundreds of millions.
Plus the big banks and the crazy charges.
Fees have been going up, the service has been going down.
Why the experts say you'd be better off to take the money and run.
You're better off keeping your money under your bed.
Listen presents A Current Affair.
That's not big! But you can win thousands in Australia's biggest chook raffle at Red Rooster. Just pick up a scratch ticket with any purchase and you can win one of 25 Gold Coast holidays or any of 100,000 food prizes instantly. Every ticket also goes in the draw for 10 prizes of $10,000. Now that's really big! Red Rooster's Great Aussie Chook Raffle. Drop in today!
Introducing a different kind of four-wheel drive that thinks. The all-new Explorer has Control Track, intelligent technology that senses any loss of traction and automatically engages four-wheel drive. It's also the only four-wheel drive thoughtful enough to feature an optional 5-speed automatic transmission. The new Ford Explorer, the intelligent four-wheel drive.
Have you ever noticed how the thing you need to buy at the hardware store is never the product on special?
Hello, hardware department, can I help you? No, sorry, wallpaper adhesive is not on special.
At Bunnings, we've decided to do away with sales. Since opening Bunnings Warehouse all around Australia, our national bulk buying power allows us to offer low prices all year round.
Bunnings!
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
The best rural event of its kind in Australia is on again. The 1997 Darwin GWN Field Days will be the best field days yet as Darwin celebrates the centenary of its settlement. The event has been extended to run over 3 giant days, giving you more time to check out the huge number of displays and exhibitions. The latest and the greatest, informative and fun. Don't miss the awarded Bigger, Better Darwin GWN Field Days.
For just $2, learn how to think safe and have the chance to win a great WA holiday with a Think Safe video. Glenn Jakovich, Jenny Dunstan, Think Safe Sam and the Think Safe family show the easy-to-follow Think Safe Sam steps. Spot the hazard, assess the risk and make the changes. At home, at work and on the roads. Get an entry form with your Think Safe video at Coles Supermarkets. Just $2 could save your life.
Thank you. Thanks. Wonderful. Beautiful job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great work.
Wednesday night, a premiere special event. From Linda LaPlante, author of Prime Suspect and Widows.
This guy's a friggin' nutter.
Supply and Demand.
If you can't supply the merchandise, I'll go elsewhere.
2 cops undercover.
Anything goes wrong out there, you're on your own.
Putting their lives on the line to crack a drug ring.
He's got no chance. Make the call.
British drama doesn't get better than this.
GWN presents Linda LaPlante, Supply and Demand, premiering Wednesday.
With Alinta Gas, you get all the steaming hot water you want for less than 6 cents a unit. And the more you use, the cheaper it gets. Alinta Gas is there when you want it, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's clean, reliable, and the connection is free. Alinta Gas hot water. Now that is smart.
You've never seen a dog food like new Pal Meaty Bites. Made from real food, like beef, multigrains and vegetables. You've never seen a dog food that's crisp and crunchy. You've never seen a dog food that looks so irresistible. And neither has your dog. New Pal Meaty Bites. There's never been a dog food like it.
On this historic joint mission, who will be first on Mars? The Russians or the Americans? Yeah, it's the Americans.
First on the moon, now first on Mars. Do-do-do.
Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes, coated with honey, encrusted with nuts, and totally irresistible. Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. The trouble is, they taste too good.
There's nothing so lonesome, morbid or drear, than to stand in the bar.
Enjoy.
Of the pub with no beer.
Strongbow. Sweet, dry, or draft.
Perfect consistency and a delicious smooth texture. 10 out of 10.
I love fruit salad, but why not add just a little orange juice to stop it turning brown? Will they never learn? The fresh fruits and ice cream were a partnership made in heaven. I, for one, will certainly be coming back for more.
When you're a little creative with fruit, even your worst critics will eat it.
Customers tell me this is the best curtain bar in town. Free curtain making on my entire range of thermaline fabrics, and all you pay for is the fabric. Here's contemporary style at $12. With free curtain making, this curtain is $95. This is Regency style at $15. Cottage style at $10. Tuscany look at just $15. You'll also find great buys in lace curtains. This is the curtain bar of the year. Don't miss it. Plan now for summer. Free curtain making at Textile Traders now.
How long have you known her?
About 2 months. We met in August.
Do I know her?
Her name is Olivia Marshak.
Marshak?
It's an Eastman.
Coming soon to GWN, a special movie premiere. The most romantic, uplifting movie you'll see this year.
You scared me last night.
Their perfect life.
Mommy, you said...
Torn apart. Andy Garcia.
I want your mom to.
And Meg Ryan. Now, they may fall in love all over again. When a Man Loves a Woman. Coming soon to GWN.
If this is the Great Oz panel beater, and these are the Great Oz workrooms, then this must be the Great Oz Dream. No wonder they call this the Lucky Country.
The heroin on Perth streets right now is twice as pure and twice as deadly. If you or someone close to you has a drug problem, or you want to stop those dealing in death, phone this number now. You don't even have to give your name.
This is the very latest Westinghouse multifunction oven. It gives you such precise control that even the most delicate dish is done to perfection. There.
Perfect.
You can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
At Coastal Automotive Centre Bunbury, you'll find the Musso. The only four-wheel drive powered by the finest German technology available. Mercedes. Make tracks to Coastal Automotive Centre Bunbury, your local Mercedes dealer. Wednesday night, follow one of the most dramatic floor makeovers you'll ever see. Discover it really is a small world after all. And the kitchen of a TV chef. Our House, Wednesday night, 7:30 on GWN.
Soon, Telstra will be calling for shareholders. To obtain shares, you should reserve a public offer document by phoning free call 1800 181818. And if you do this before September 12, you will be entitled to a guaranteed allocation of shares. But you must phone before September 12. The Telstra share offer. It's for you.
Chicken Treat introduced the West's biggest range of chicken burgers. Choose the big new Chicken Fillet Burger Deluxe or a great tasting Chicken Char Burger Supreme. Or for under $2, the new Chicken Cheeseburger. Chicken Treat's big new range of chicken burgers. From just $1.90 to $3.10, there's one with your name on it at Chicken Treat now.
If you'd prefer a policy that guarantees the repairs after an accident, you can switch to RAC Insurance anytime and transfer your current no-claim bonus. Trust your car to the experts.
When I grow up, I would like to be a vet.
From young minds comes tomorrow's adults.
I want to be a boilermaker.
Your child's future depends on a firm educational foundation.
I want to be an architect.
Their dreams should be nurtured in a happy and caring environment.
I want to be a ballet dancer.
For under $10 a week, your child can attend a Catholic school like St. Michael's Brunswick or Our Lady of Lourdes Dardanup.
I really want to be a Mr. Whippy.
Catholic education, preparing your child for life.
To obtain shares in Telstra, you should reserve a public offer document by phoning free call 1800 181818. And if you do this before September 12, you will be entitled to a guaranteed allocation of shares. The Telstra share offer. It's for you.
It's Monday Night Footy on GWN. Adelaide take on Collingwood from Football Park.
On A Current Affair, Australia's TV ratings genius.
Yo, how?
The lightest touch behind our most watched shows.
Something magical in the mix.
Blue Heelers, Water Rats, they just keep coming.
A good drama, which is life with the boring bits cut out.
His special formula for making your family and the world switch on.
You could count the people watching Water Rats in the hundreds of millions.
Plus the big banks and the crazy charges.
Fees have been going up, the service has been going down.
Why the experts say you'd be better off to take the money and run.
Better off keeping your money under your bed.
Nissan presents A Current Affair.
If you'd like a 100-point SGIO auto-check vehicle inspection, you don't have to come to us. We're quite happy to come to you.
Because I only drink in moderation. Because I like a bit of grunt. Because sometimes she's taller. She's taller. Because I'm color conscious.
Because what drives you drives us.
Is time spent fertilising weighing you down? Let Summit Fertilisers lighten your workload with their easy-to-handle 97-98 range of quality fertilisers. With less volume, less storage and less transport, Summit Fertilisers will save you time and money. And with new and improved products being released, now's the best time to let Summit Fertilisers take a weight off your shoulders. That's why Summit's the best in the field. So order now.
Frank! Today, Steve...
Leave it.
If you have problems like these, then why not get the impatient, ungrateful young sods to emigrate to New Zealand? Fly them to the other side of the world with Kiwi Airlines.
Hold it! Oh, lady. Right, ripping printing at your service. Wait, excuse me, sir. Letterheads, leaflets, business. Oh, bit rough. Steady on. Oh, hello, madam. Mess rates.
If your ad's not in the yellow pages, how will anyone ever see it?
Oh, it's rough out here. Oh, T-shirts, sir. Oh, thank you.
Hey, Dad, I think you lost.
The yellow pages works.
So, can you explain this interest-free thing to me?
Well, that just means you can get new tyres now and not pay a cent for 3 months. It's available on our entire range of tyres.
Oh. I'll have a couple of new tyres from a Trojan then.
Yeah, sounds like a fair swap to me.
6 months interest-free now available. Call 132381 for your nearest Bow Repairs store.
At Homestead's big Father's Day sale, you could get Dad this handy 3-drawer Siddons tool chest for just $69. Or this Butte 12-volt Ryobi cordless drill at only $109.
Or you could really spoil him with this more powerful 14.4 volt Command Force drill kit. All great ways to say, thanks, Dad.